Hey you guys, today we're going to be doing my first ever painting tutorial video. We're going to be recreating a painting that I did a few years ago. First I'm starting off with blue paint and I'm just lathering onto the canvas. I'm making sure to blend the light blue with white so that it can create an ombre effect. Since this will be the sunset, I'm going to be later adding yellows and oranges. I want to make sure that I'm applying it onto the light areas and not onto the blue because it will mix. Where the orange ends, that's going to be the horizon. Underneath, you can go ahead and paint blue to make the pond. To make clouds, you're going to want to dab the white paint gently and loosely onto the canvas. Clouds are fluffy and free, and so you're not being precise. And then I mixed a little bit of blue, white, and a teensy bit of black to make this dark bluish grayish color to make the shadows of the clouds. And then I'm going in with white again to bring back those highlights. With a dry, small, fluffy brush, I'm just brushing loosely around the clouds and blending in the colors together. Puppy reveal. This is my dog. Here I'm going in with more blue and I'm just applying it into random areas. This is so that the water is uneven. Ponds and lakes and bodies of water aren't really a solid color, and so this is why I'm just kind of adding it randomly. It looks ugly now, but it'll look better. Just the process. Now I'm just making the hills in the distance. I'm starting with green and then I'm gonna work my way up with lighter colors. The farther things are, the darker you want them to be. So I'm using dark green and I'm making the trees, and I'm using a zigzag motion. It also does not need to be as detailed since it's in the distance. to use yellow instead of white when I'm making the highlights for anything green like trees or grass, because I think it looks more natural that way. Now I'm just kind of doing the same thing with the hills, but on the other side. You guys, please let me know if you guys enjoy these videos or if there's anything you think I should improve on, like, of course, audio quality. I know this isn't the best, but I'm trying. And then, like, what other videos you'd like to see from me. Working with the reflections, so I just draw the lines and the trees again, but upside down to mimic the reflection of the trees. Typically I would want them to look more proportioned to the trees above and make it more accurate and precise, but in the reference photo they weren't really precise at all. In fact, it was really just green murky water, so to me it doesn't really matter. And here I got scared because I put too much water and I was freaking out. I already did the branches. You could do this before or after. I just did it before because I like to have a guide of where I'm going to be placing them, but it doesn't really matter since the leaves kind of cover it. And I'm just dabbing the leaves onto the branches, and I'm not really being too detailed about it. And I'm also starting with darker green and then working my way to lighter greens. If you're making the branches after you do the leaves, one tip is to make the branches with gaps between them so it looks like the branches are behind the leaves or the leaves are kind of covering it. Here I'm just kind of marking where I want to put the canoe. make the canoe, I just make a trapezoid shape in dark brown. The back of the canoe is going to be the darkest color, and then the sides of the canoe are going to be the second lightest color, and then the bottom should be the lightest color of the canoe. This is how you would make the canoe look 3D and stand out. Now I'm just making the details of the canoe. As you see, I already added one of the seats. And then there's like these lines at the bottom of the canoe. I'm not sure what they're called, but the way I made them is I drew dark brown lines across the canoe, and then I applied a lighter brown on top. And then I'm also going in and adding shadows around the canoe. Here with the palette knife, I'm applying white paint onto the edges of the pills, and this is just to add the water effect, the water line. Right now I'm just adding the water lilies. I find that using a palette knife is a lot better because it shows kind of like an abstract effect, and there's not much detail in the background anyway, so I kind of just like the effect that it adds. With very little paint on the paintbrush, I dab a bit of white and a little bit of yellow, and I just kind of dab it around in the lighter areas of the water, and this is just to show the reflections of the sky. adding the final touches now. The way I make water lilies is that I make a heart shape and then I connect it around into like a half circle. So it's like a heart slash half circle. And then I do this with multiple colors. And that's how you make a beautiful, gorgeous water lily pond with a little canoe and a nice sunset and clouds. As you can see, I try to make it as closely as similar to this one. There's definitely some differences. Do you guys think I did a good job trying to replicate it? There's definitely some differences. Like this one's more peachy sunset and this one's more like of an orangey sunset. But I like both of them regardless. I feel like they both are special in their own unique ways. I like this one because it's like, it gives me like a Renaissance vibe. Not a Renaissance. It gives me very like vintage kind of painting. And this one's very like vibrant. So yeah, let me know which one you guys like better. These both will be on my Etsy shop. My Etsy is Marlenes.ArtistryCo, and I actually have a lot of other paintings listed up there. I'll keep posting. I'm gonna try to figure out if there are ways where I can put a code. If I can find how to make a code so it could be like 10% off, I'll put it in the description. So make sure to check out my Etsy shop. And yeah, that is the video. Bye! Pond, water lily. What? That's how you make a what?